Hello. Let me get my face out of the camera. There we go. Hi, this is Sealchan, and this is going to be my Infinity Evolved Progressive Let's Play, episode number 1, take 20. This series has been difficult to get started. I won't go into the reasons why, but I've made many starts. The music is playing. I usually like just take a walk, so let's do that. Okay, the music fades. And as always, I just love looking at the landscapes in Minecraft. Anyway, I want to begin by explaining what the series is all about. This is Minecraft 1.7. Yes, the year is 2022 and Minecraft 1.18 has been released. But we're playing Minecraft Java, and we're playing with mod packs. In this case, the mod pack was made by a team that's been around for a while called Feed the Beast. And over the years, mod pack or mod developers have focused in on certain Minecraft releases, and 1.7 was one of the earlier releases that mods were developed for. And so the modpack creators would gather together all the best mods in the right combination and make a very excellent modded Minecraft experience. So these experiences are still great. The range of what you can do in a modded game would arguably still exceed what you can get from just vanilla, even in the latest version. There is an exception to that, but I won't get into that. At least not now. Anyway, so this particular mod pack is called Infinity Evolved. It's probably one of their larger ones, the top 2 or 3, I believe, for that version. And we're also playing in a mode that they created. I believe they released Infinity Evolved and then later added in this mode. In this mode, the recipes are highly configured or changed, and in a way to make you progress in a particular direction. That direction is basically to do a lot of resource gathering. Recipes are a little more difficult, and you're kind of guided toward using a large variety of mods so that you can kind of be directed to experience all that diversity of interesting ideas that people have added to this game. If I didn't mention this, I'm playing on that expert mode versus the normal mode, and that's the mode that's highly configured and altered. There's a quest book that you get, which we'll cover in a little bit here, that is your guide as to what to do next. Now, I play what I call a progressive game of Minecraft. What that means in particular is that each time I play, I make a list of tasks that I'm going to do, and then I complete those tasks, and then I make a video about it. It's progressive because when I do that, I'm planning what I'm doing, and what I plan builds upon itself. So the things I discover become the things that I harvest, become the things that I research, what I can do with them, and then I gain, tools, crafting machines, resources, and we progress. I also get to explore the entire depth and breadth of the game, so I do all the things. At least that's the goal. And so it's my goal here is in these progressive Let's Plays is to show you everything in the game, whether it's just vanilla or it's a modded game. So there's a lot to explore, and it's a much slower pace than most Let's Plays. And pretty much what I do is I just play, and then I make a video, and the video just shows you what it is I've done. I still hope you'll find that interesting, but it's really about thinking about what to do when, and looking at all the different aspects of the game. And so the sun is setting. I'm going to duck down here into my shelter. Let's see if it's ready. Yep. So also built into this game is the idea that I'm going to do a progressive build, and the build will be large in scale overall, but each round I'm going to do just a little bit of building. So it's kind of my experiment on how to take as a long-term project something and break it up into many small-term projects, little short-term projects that you can build and complete and get some satisfaction from. And to watch that series of projects grow until you have something that's quite big, kind of like going to school or working on some sort of hobby over the years. It grows and grows and builds until it becomes something you can use to make a living, something you can use to create your magnum opus, some great personal work that no one else has done. And I'm hoping that in these series I can kind of show how you might think about doing that not only in Minecraft but in your life. How to break up long-term goals into short-term ones so that you can feel like you're going somewhere every day, and find that in every month and every year you really are. You're really moving forward. So that's Progressive Let's Play. And now I'm going to show you what I did in this first round. Yeah, so let me talk about, also there's a little bit of this light role-playing in the sense that every task I do, I imagine I'm sort of a villager with a profession. What I'm going to do is end up building, I think in this game, in this prairie, it's going to be basically in a mega village here, expanded across these hills. So what I tell you what I've done this round, I'm going to do it in terms of these professions that these villagers, I am many villagers, and I have many professions, and I'll just kind of speak in that way as I explain what happened. So step one, as always in the first episode, is you spawn, and basically the explorer looks for a place to set up base camp. This is my base camp right here. Where I spawned was up in the border between, let's switch to the journey map here, was right here, and that's a border between the biomes of plenty woodland biome and the Minecraft roofed forest biome. And this right here circle is this really high ridge. We're talking just into the 90s, but then this water's in the 60s, so it's a 30-block high ridge. It's kind of like this broken volcanic thing, although it's not very round. And there's a lake at the bottom. It's way up here, and decided that this area just wasn't where I wanted to start. So I went over here and found this nice sloped mountaintop. This is a very good spot. Basically have the ocean here, some rivers, and plenty of room to expand a surface village build with a gently sloping land. So this is a great place. Yeah, so this is, if you're not familiar, this is journey map. You hit the letter J on the keyboard and you get this nice full-scale map. It's hard to play with it. When I play Bedrock, I really miss this. And this shows you the entirety of probably where the chunks have loaded everywhere I've walked, so really didn't move very far. And you can see, pretty decent map of where we're at. We're surrounded by chickens everywhere for some reason, which is fine. But yeah. Alright, so the explorer found this nice mountaintop here. It's a good view. The next typical step is the digger builds this little fort. The digger is the guy who uses the shovel, digs up soil. Soil being dirt, clay, sand, gravel. And, for defense, it's very simple. I dig out, this is an 11 by 11 trench, giving me a 9 by 9 wall. On the outside is 2 blocks high, all the way around. And on the inside is a step down, a 7 by 7, and then a 5 by 5 area here. And then on the north side, I just kind of carve out this, and with the dirt blocks I've collected, I make this kind of arch over the top, so it gives me a little bit of visual protection. Now, this isn't really necessary for me because I do give myself, and this is, again, I probably forgot to mention, this is survival, but I allow myself to cheat one item, and of course that's the bed. That's because for me the progression is more important than the initial desperate survival experience. So I don't plan to cheat anything else in my game here. So just want to be upfront about that. This lets me kind of calmly explore the landscape without really any worry, and pick out the spot I want to start. Usually I don't have to go too far, just somewhere level, and not too hard to build in or under or around. Something inspiring. I figure we all come into this life with a great deal of support, so I gave myself the bed. That's my birth gift here in this particular game. So let's see. I got a list here I'm looking through. Yeah, so that's really most of the world building and exploring that I did in round 1. And then I do a round of what I call research. And I'll just tell you a little bit about that each time until I kind of get through the whole process. But for research, I'm going to go ahead and talk through the music this time. Well, you know what? Let's listen to the music again. Let's take a longer walk. Let's head... Where's the sun? Oh, got a little bit of time. Let's take a stroll here as the day ends. Okay, just making it back in time. I haven't yet noticed a cavern entrance, which is something I like to look for pretty soon. I want to get access to wood and to stone pretty quick. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, research. So at the end of the round of working in the world, I pretty much start breaking open the wikis on Googling them, and first item really is to take a look at what's in my personal inventory. When I started the game, you're given 3 books. We have the World Domination with Open Blocks book from the Open Blocks mod. It's kind of a kitchen sink sort of mod. The Materials NU Volume 1 from Tinker's Construct. That's something we're going to get into pretty quick through the quest system. And of course the quest book, which we'll look at again in just a moment. This is the book that tells you what to do in expert mode and guides you through all the things, so to speak. My progressive system I'm going to be doing alongside of this, and one of the big reasons why I've restarted this series so many times is because I'm trying to get the right balance between the movement created by this quest book, directing you to do this, then this, then this, versus my progressive method, which helps you do all the things. My method's slower than this, but I think I've got the right balance that I want now. Now, simply by walking around, I haven't really broken anything at all. I've gathered these items, except, of course, I broke the earth, right, to build my fort. Oh, I should mention, these 16 apples, I believe, are all what you're given to start. It's a little bit of food to get you going in this particular mod pack. So anyway, I built the dirt fort, and probably most of this actually I got from doing that. And as you can see, this ground is just covered with grass, different kinds of grass. I've got the wheat grass, the vanilla Minecraft grass, Biomes of Plenty's also creates some medium grass. So Biomes of Plenty adds this kind of variety of grasses. Here's something called damp grass. And they all act like grass in that when you break grass, there's a chance that it'll drop a seed. So what we have here, a bunch of seeds. Industrial hemp seeds from Immersive Engineering. Here's a flower added by Biomes of Plenty called the goldenrod. Now AgriCraft will have seeds dropped from grass for potatoes, for carrots, so we got that. And Witchery mod has water artichoke seeds. Of course, we were walking through all those chickens, so we picked up a few eggs, and I didn't break any tree. Oh, I did break a few leaf blocks just to try to get off this that ridge I told you about. So I must have grabbed a couple saplings that way. And then of course I have this dirt because I built this fort. And what's interesting in this game is that when you're in your personal inventory for a while and then you pop out, it looks dark and then it lightens up. It's almost like your eyes are adjusting. It's kind of cool. So yeah, so basically in my research phase, the first thing I do is I make sure I've got everything in my personal inventory and I write it down in a list. I use Google Sheets. It's a spreadsheet program, just like Excel, Microsoft Excel, and I keep track of everything. This is what helps me figure out what all the things are to do in this game. So now after that, usually if I pick up something new, I just stop the game and add it to my list right away so I don't have to remember it later. That's how I start my list. And I keep that list and I use it to monitor what stage I am at with every item or block in this game. So during the research, I went through my list, and the first question I asked myself is, okay, what is this, and how do I get more of it? So like in the Minecraft wiki, they're very good about the first part of the wiki tells you how you obtain the item, and the second part tells you what you can do with it or how to use it. So in my research, the first part is how do I get more of it? And for everything in this game that's a raw material, something you can pick up from the world, from the initial world generation, it's either renewable or non-renewable. And I try to determine if it's renewable, what do I need to do to get more of it? So I'll go more into that in the next episode, but that's how I keep a list and how I go about the first steps of doing research. So why don't we duck down into our shelter here and crack open the quest book. Okay, so here we are, Feed the Beast, Infinity Evolved. When you right click the book, this is what happens. I'll go ahead and read this. This quest book is to be used for expert mode only. This guide should hopefully walk you through the steps of this most arduous mod pack from start to finish. In expert mode, most recipes are changed in order to make you use every mod there is to get to your goal. To enable expert mode, type /ftb_mode set expert. Quests made by Aaron Hauser 1. And click here to start. So yeah, kind of explain that background. You just hit the / key on your keyboard and type the rest of this and hit enter, and in just a few seconds, 3 to 8 or so, you'll see the chat messages indicate that the game has restarted and you're in expert mode, which is where we're at right now. So let's take a look. If I click on that, you get to this page. This gives you a running total of the quests that are unlocked, how many there are, how many are completed, and we'll review that. And this 8 quests in total is, I think, 8 unlocked quests that are not completed. If we do this math, we can go here to see the quests. Let's just kind of cover this real quick. None of this is going to apply to me, or at least not anything I'm going to worry about. Reputation, I forget what that is. It might have to do with either villages or parties. Lives, just obviously they're counting lives. We can click here for more info. Oh, this looks interesting. I honestly haven't looked at this. Total deaths. Oh, and the types of ways you can die. Maybe we should check this each time. I don't know why I just overlooked this, but it might be amusing to see. So far I haven't died. I haven't seen a single hostile mob either. Party, when you're playing with multiple players, you can form up into parties. And then all that. Yeah, so that's not anything I'm going to explore in this game. If I do come across what these things are, I might share that with you in another episode. Anyway, typically you come in here, just click this, and what we have on the left is a list of 1 to 8 categories. I don't know if we're going to get more that are unlocked. It seems to me this might be a complete list. Currently we have unlocked 3 of these. Let's just start at the top and work through them. So if you click once, you get this view. Click again. It kind of focuses in on this section. You gotta start somewhere. It's a whole new game set of quests. This set will teach you the ins and outs of the early game. Obviously, it has a list of quests here, 17 total, 2 unlocked, 2 quests, I guess, that I haven't completed that are unlocked. If you click open, you get this kind of diagram. So the flashing items are the ones that are available to go for next. This one, you're going to get splinters, punching trees, getting wood. Let's double back here. This one, baking bad, the coke oven. Now, what I think I'm going to do in this series is I'm just going to review the quests I've completed. So I'll show you what I have done. I won't reveal what I'm going to do, but in this case I'll make the exception. Probably going to do the punch trees one. That's always a good place to start. So in the next episode I'll probably talk about having completed that quest. Nope, nighttime. Let's go to sleep. Why give birth to a creeper if you don't have to? I don't see anybody out there. Oh, I do see some berries. Good to keep track of that. I'm gonna go ahead and eat. Excuse the noise. Okay, just let the music finish off there. Yeah, it's a very interesting place here. I think this is like a low point. You can get inside of that area. Should go back there sometime. Alrighty, so that's why I hang out in here, just in case I spend too long in the book. Alright, so yeah, so you can kind of see how this works. If you finish this one, it'll probably open up these adjacent ones, and you just kind of follow out the tree and do all these things. And so we'll definitely be going over that in detail. Sufficiently advanced tech is indistinguishable from magic. Or, as the saying goes, or as the saying goes, that's an incomplete phrase. This chapter will walk you through the progression the magic mods share. 16 quests, 3 unlocked, 3 total. Okay, so yes, magic mods. This is from Britannia. This is the book. It's possible to craft it. This is the Thaumcraft book, also possible to craft, and I believe this Twilight Zone is when you create the portal. We won't be doing that till we get diamonds. So yeah, so these are I guess this is, I hadn't really thought of this as a magic mod, but it's an awesome mod, so it'll be exciting to get into. Alright, so far we haven't seen any of the quests that we must have completed accidentally, but let's look at Whole Foods. You gotta start somewhere. This set will teach you the ins and outs of the early game. Wait a minute, that's not right. That was the other one. Okay, so this interface is a little confusing. You might click things once or twice to make sure you're looking at what you think you are. Alright, Whole Foods. These quests will walk you through the agricraft seed breeding. 67 quests total, 6 unlocked. Here's where we've got our completed quests. So there are 3 unlocked quests that are not completed. Okay, so I believe this is simply viewing all of the plants that perhaps are related to agricraft. Yeah, these are the vanilla flowers. These are the Britannia flowers. sort of the vanilla crops. And through AgriCraft, you can create seeds for all of these. As I showed you, we do have the water artichoke seeds, the potato seeds, and the carrot seeds. And obtaining the seeds for any of these plants allows you to complete the quests on this page. Now, I think once we apparently somehow avoided getting wheat seeds, once we get this, we're going to be pretty stuck in this area until we get one of these, which is the seed analyzer, and that's going to take a little bit. But yeah, and then we'll start being able to create seeds out of all these plants and do the crossbreeding that allows you to obtain seeds for some of these plants. Here, these are witchery mod plants and yeah, some other interesting things that we're going to explore. So we did do 3 quests in our first episode already, just by breaking dirt blocks and the various grass from Minecraft and Biomes of Plenty, which are dropping seeds. So, okay, that is completing our look at the quests and everything for the round, and that's pretty much the pattern I'm going to follow for the rest of the episodes. As things progress, I'll start to build, and we'll obtain resources, and we'll go places. I won't just sit here at the base. I will show you around. We'll do some traveling on foot, by boat, by horse, however things go. If they even have, yeah, I think they had horses in 1.7. So yeah, we'll see everything. Anyway, this is the first episode. I hope that you're interested. Maybe you've seen a later episode once I create it and have come back to start the series from the beginning. I hope you enjoy it, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.